Now the key to making your Tonex 1 act like a real amp head is placing it within the Helix effects loop. We're going to connect our bass to the Helix like we would normally, so it can act as your tuner and use the noise gate. You then want to go from the send of your Helix to the input jack on your Tonex 1. You then want to come from the output on your Tonex 1 into the return left on your HX Stomp. If you're using a floor or an LT, you could be doing this into return 1 or return 2, depending on which one you've got. Now the Tonex 1 is a stereo output, so if you want to use the stereo effects built into the Tonex 1 capture, then you can use a Y cable to come out stereo into left return and right return. But since we're using this as an amp model only, that would be a mono signal, and so we don't need to go to that depth. Once the signal returns to the Helix, you now think of your Helix as the mixing desk. Go to the global settings on your HX Stomp and make sure that the send and return left is set to line level, not instrument level. This allows us to give a nice clean signal to the Tonex. And also make sure that the return type is set to return, not auxiliary. That allows us to get the return back from the Tonex. Since the Tonex is now your dedicated amp and cab, bypass all the secondary functions, the compressor, the delay, the reverbs, the modulation. Make sure to adjust the input trim for optimal line level. Make sure that you're using a capture that has the amp and the mic speaker cab. The Tonex capture is more accurate at reproducing that feel than a separate Helix block. If you're using IRs, you could run those both on the Helix or on the Tonex 1. By putting them on the Tonex 1, you reduce the DSP overload on your Helix. So up to you. The IRs will operate or sound the same on either platform.